but this time we have an all-star lineup of developers, translators, and field testers here on stage with us for a very special developer Q&A on Pokemon Go. From the Pokemon Company, we have with us today Mr. Ishihara.
Hi.
From Game Freak, we have Mr. Masuda.
Hi.
From Niantic, we have Mr. Nomura. Of course, from Nintendo, we have Mr. Miyamoto himself. Supporting us with translation today, we have David Numrich from the Pokemon Company International, and our good friend Raymond, who many of you saw on stream yesterday from Nintendo, translating. And then we have two representatives of the community of field testers who have been field testing Pokemon Go. We've got Josh Jaywitz Wittenkeller and Aaron Cybertron Jang. Hey guys.
このロサンゼルスでたくさんポケモンを捕まえたりしてきましたので。
And I've actually caught a few Pokemon here in Los Angeles.
こんな感じですね。会場でミャオスや
This is here in the convention center.
入り口ですね。
Right at the entrance to E3.
こんな感じですね。はい。で昨日はこのサンムーンの会場でマッチアップ
And this was during the Treehouse Live segment for Pokemon Sun and Moon.
はい。でゲーム
Now, Josh, you've been playing a lot as well. Do you have any pictures you want to share or any questions you want to ask?
Yeah, so I've been playing a lot, especially around my new home and workplace over the ferry and in the city of San Francisco, which is actually not super far from where Niantic is. So I've been able to see a lot of Pokemon. I've caught a couple hundred, and I love that I'm still able to give them nicknames, which has been a lot of fun. But I have noticed that I've seen the same core of around 50 or so specific types of Pokemon. So I guess if I had a question, it would be, like where can you find other types of Pokemon? Like if you're traveling to different countries or areas. And also, I've only seen Kanto Pokemon. Are there plans to have Pokemon outside of Kanto as well?
まあ、ジョシュの方は最近サンフランシスコに引っ越してフィールドテストをそこでも中心的にやってるんです。
捕まえられるようにしようと思っています。
So obviously with Pokemon, you have the slogan, gotta catch them all, and really completing your Pokedex is kind of part of the fun of Pokemon. So we want to bring the game to a point where eventually you can catch all of them.
捕まえてもらいたいと思っています。
But being the 20th anniversary of Pokemon, we feel that it was appropriate to begin the game with the main Pokemon from the Red and Blue games.
まあこの赤緑のポケモンはいう特徴があると思います。
So I think one of the cool things about the Red and Blue Pokemon is that they're both kind of simultaneously really nostalgic for players who began with the original entries, but also kind of fresh and maybe not so familiar to the people who've kind of joined the series with the recent entries.
なので、まずここから始まっています。
So at the beginning, we're going to launch with the Red and Blue Pokemon, but we're going to gradually add more and more, and eventually you'll be able to catch them all.
All right, sounds great.
あと2つ目の、まあ
your other question as well.
捕まり、どんなところにどんなポケモンがいるか、まあこれはちょっと野村さんの方から話してもらった方がいいです。
So I think I'll actually have Tatsuo field your question about which Pokemon you're where type of thing.
Right, if you play the core series, you'll find water Pokemon near water and like Rattata grass Pokemon in tall grass. So we are doing essentially the same, except that you have to go into the real world. You have to explore the world to discover these Pokemon. Like so if you live in the San Francisco Bay Area, then you probably find a lot of water Pokemon there, right?
Yeah, a lot of Krabby, Horsey, Starmie, and I noticed Aaron actually does not have very many water Pokemon. So I'm definitely starting to see like some gap depending on where you are in certain areas.
So that's what we are trying to do using Niantic's location technology and try to map the Pokemon to the real world. So you need to actually explore a little further down your neighborhood to catch them all.
Aaron, have you had any questions that have popped up in your field testing?
Neither of us have seen yet. So I wanted to ask, is Pokemon Go going to be like the main series where there's some Pokemon that are significantly harder and more rare to catch?
Yeah, absolutely. So if you saw the Arbra, I saw Arbra on the video.
Yeah.
Like for example, in the core series, the Arbra runs away, right? It teleports away. So that's something we have in Pokemon Go as well. We consulted with Masuda-san, Ishihara-san to try to catch to reserve the Pokemon very nature and have wide variety of a different type. The rarer ones, harder to catch ones, they all exist in our in the Pokemon Go as well.
Okay, thank you.
むちゃこだわってますね。
So I think with Pokemon Go, because we wanted to have all those Pokemon in different places in the world, we really wanted to put the focus on the catching of Pokemon. So that's really why I focus most of my energy on getting that aspect right.
ちょっとさっき出してみたんですけど、
Oh, just turn on the AR mode. It looks like
AR
the
モードに
camera.
するとですね、
You turn on AR mode, it switches to use the camera here, and here it is with us.
これ映しちゃっていいのかな、皆さん反対側に。
I'm not sure if it's okay to show everyone who's out there in line, but
Everybody, those are folks in line to play Zelda.
みんな多分全部
これ回ってるよ。
待ち列ですね。
ちょっと逃げましょう一旦。
いろんなボールの動きと、あとは的のところに
ちょっとそれ不具合が出てるのでこっち
ちょっとこっちに
に。
行きます。はい。
Looks like we're having a little issue with we're going to switch up the phone, but what he was just showing there is that you can kind of control the spin of the ball as well as the strength, and one of the goals when you're trying to catch the Pokemon is hit that target that appears.
ラッタが今
Alright, we've got
ちょうど
switched over to a different device. It's a Rattata here.
It's a fierce Rattata.
Wii U の上に Wii U のところにいますけども、この的がこうちっちゃくなった時になるべく当てると、捕まえやすいと。
So if you actually try and time it correctly, so that circle in the middle gets small when the ball hits the Pokemon, it'll increase your chances of catching it.
それで今回やっぱりこういろんな方向とか力によってこうボールが飛んでいくのが違うんですね。
And so you're directly controlling the ball. You can control the direction it goes in, the strength.
それが結構やっぱり今までの 3DS だと A ボタンでボール投げてたと思うんですけど、いろんなやり方で。
So in the 3DS games, you just press the A button to catch or throw out a Pokeball, but in this one, you have more direct control over it.
One of the things that obviously I think we want to talk a little bit about is sort of our next key topic or key phrase, which is Pokemon Go Plus, which I think makes the game a little bit more handy when you are walking around and trying to catch Pokemon. So, Mr. Miyamoto, can you show it off and tell us a little bit about it?
そうですね。まず宮本さんにちょっと Go プラスについてちょっと話してもらえますか。
そうですね。やっとできました。動いてますよね。ピカピカ。このランプと振動でね、いろんなことがわかるんですけどね。
So actually, here's the device, and you can actually know what's going on based on the light here.
で、これを歩きながらゲームをすることもできるんですね。
And so with the light and vibration, it tells you what's going on in the smartphone, and it connects via Bluetooth to Android and iPhone, and it basically allows you to play the game without having to look at your smartphone.
Oh, okay. And so how does it work?
まあそれがあるとどんなことができるんですか具体的に。
そうですね。基本はことがすごく大事だと思っています。
So as I said, you can access certain gameplay functionality without having to look at the smartphone. And what that does, it frees up the player's eyesight in a lot of situations, so they can kind of enjoy exploring their surroundings, going for a walk, while also playing the game.
これは本当にナイアンティックのコンセプトにも見合っていると思いますけど、どうですか？
I think that's part of the philosophy at Niantic, though. Maybe Tatsuo can say something more about that.
Yeah. So at Niantic, our core mission is adventures on foot. So we want people to go outside to discover things, to look around, not looking at your phone. So that's been our challenge and focus. And I think Pokemon Go Plus gives us one answer for that.
ポケモンが出たってわかるんですね。
So when a Pokemon's nearby, the device will start flashing green like that, and it'll also vibrate, notifying you that, oh, there's a chance to catch a Pokemon.
でその時に、ボタンを押すと
You can press the
この
button.
白いキャプチャーしたっていう判定が出ます。
So you can press the button to throw out a Pokeball, and that'll then decide if we can
で
catch it
そ
or
の
not.
時にうまくポケモンが捕まえられると、この先ほど宮本さんが見せてくれたレインボーに光ってポケモンがガチャってなるわけですね。
And if you actually end up successfully catching that Pokemon, it'll start flashing in this rainbow color, kind of like what just appeared on Mr. Miyamoto's device.
はい。 で残念ながら失敗することもあって時々赤いランプがつきます。
It's not a guaranteed success, so if it flashes red, that means that you didn't successfully catch it.
まあ、それ以外にもフィールド上でいろんなアイテムをゲットできたりとか、まあ、とても便利なツールだと思います。
And there's also a lot of opportunities in the game to get items, but you can catch or you can grab them via the Pokemon Go device, so it's very useful.
Josh and Aaron, did you have any questions about Pokemon Go Plus?
Well, yeah. When will we be able to see Pokemon Go Plus?
そうですね。家の周りから走ったりして
さっきの話聞いたと大丈夫ですか？
So we actually want to get it out towards the end of July, but listening to just the conversation earlier, we're gonna be okay, right?
もう来月ですよ。
That's next month.
Wow. So we're talking about Pokemon Go Plus, right?
あれですよね。アプリじゃなくて Go プラスのデバイス。
いやいや
じゃあ先にこれだけ買ってください。
Let me get this first.
Yeah, I also wanted to ask, when it does get released, where can I and everyone else go purchase an actual version of
そうで
it?
すね。ニューヨークでやってる時も結構やっぱ一時止まって、
どうでも買えるようにしたいと思っています。
This is kind of another new thing for us to do, but obviously it's kind of like what you're saying. You'll probably want the device the most when you're playing the game. So what we decided to do is have a button from within the application that'll direct you to the appropriate store for your region to purchase the device online. And it'll also be available in certain physical retailers as well.
So, Mr. Miyamoto, since you kind of surprised us and shared our release timing, do you also want to surprise us and share the price as well?
発売時期を
そうですね。
びっくりしたんですけど、価格の方はどうなんですか？
そうですね。34ドル99。
It'll be $34.99.
どうですか？
Is that all right?
Well, I guess if Pokemon Go Plus is coming out relatively soon, we can have some hopes for Pokemon Go coming out soon. So with Pokemon Go launching in the near future and Pokemon Sun and Moon coming later this year, I'm wondering, Mr. Masuda, are you planning any connection between Pokemon Go and Pokemon Sun and Moon?
まあ Go プラスが7月末というふうに考えてます。So when the game first comes out, we really want people just to focus on going out, having real life adventures and catching Pokemon. But eventually, at some point, we do plan to add some kind of connectivity between Pokemon Go and the main games.
I'm very excited to hear that.
That'll be fun.
Yeah. Any comments from the two of you on that or questions?
Well, I guess in general, I'm just really excited hearing all of this functionality, all these different plans coming for Pokemon Go. I've noticed we've already even been getting new features in the field test that we've been messing with as well. I saw there's now ways to power up and evolve your Pokemon. I guess my question would be, how does that system work? I've seen like Pokemon Candy, and it's different than what I'm used to, and I would love to hear more about it.
最近ちょっとフィールドテストに追加された機能として
強くさせ方を、作ってみました。
this kind of powering up mechanism. We wanted to do something new for the smartphone device format, so we've come up with a different system.
何か野村さんの方で付け加えることはありますか？
Yeah, so just like what Ishihara-san said, because this is a smartphone device game, it's very different. We expect people to play this when they're outside. So instead of in the core series where you battle Pokemon to catch, to level up, that will actually take a lot of time. We don't want people to stop. We want people to walk a bit and catch a Pokemon and keep moving. So we invented this new system, just what you said, the candies. So every time you catch a Pokemon, you get a few candies. And by collecting these candies, you can use them to power up or evolve your Pokemon. For example, if you catch 25, it's 25 Squirtle, and you get 25 Squirtle's candy. Now, if you use that, you can evolve Squirtle to a Wartortle.
I hope I find more, because I picked Squirtle to start.
We're still tuning and adjusting the details and the names, so that's as much details as I can give out.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, another question I actually had is, one of the staple components of Pokemon, the core Pokemon series, is the ability to trade with other people. We saw in the trailer for Pokemon Go that was released a few months ago, a bunch of players trading inside Pokemon Go. But when I was playing the field test, I saw that trading hadn't been implemented yet. So I wanted to ask, will that eventually be implemented?
やっぱポケモンといえばもう交換っていうのが
いう形にしたいと思っています。
Yeah, so of course we have plans to implement it, as was shown in the video. But at the first, when we first launched the game, we really want people again to kind of focus on going out, catching a lot of Pokemon. So we'll find the appropriate timing once people have maybe caught quite a few Pokemon and they're starting to really want to trade with other people to get more. We'll implement the trading function then.
まあ、スマホのゲームは、まあ、最初はできるだけ入り口が広くて遊びやすくてシンプルなものにしてそれでだんだん濃いユーザーが増えてきたらこう機能を順次増やしていきたいというふうに考えています。
And this kind of goes back to my philosophy with developing smartphone games, where you kind of really bring out the core experience when you first launch the application. Then, as people stick with it and they want more kind of depth of gameplay, we add on more functionality, new features, and everything to really keep people interested.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense. It actually kind of leads me into my next question. I also wanted to ask a little bit about, it's also regards to the trailer we saw earlier. I remember one of the most exciting scenes that came out from that trailer where a lot of people gathered in Times Square in New York trying to catch a Mewtwo and working together. And I remember I was really freaking out. I thought it was awesome. And I wanted to ask, does Pokemon Go eventually have plans where players can work together and, work on catching Pokemon together or group activities?
まあもう一つちょっとあれですね、発表の時の
これ
映像
からどんどん入れていきたいと思っています。はい。
Yeah, we definitely have plans to do cool events in the game eventually.
ただ今の段階でグループ
So we've already got some gameplay in the field test version where you can kind of get groups of players together to go and attack or take down gyms. So that's kind of a hint of what's to come, maybe.
でそれの後にきっと楽しみにしていてください。
Yeah, I think we definitely got a lot of cool plans for what we want to do with bigger events. So I hope you'll look forward to it.
Awesome.
Well, I could probably talk about Pokemon Go all morning, but I'm sure we've got folks that want to see some other things. So I wanted to take a moment and thank everybody for joining us on stage and give you each an opportunity to deliver maybe one last message to our viewers.
まあどんどん話したい内容はまだ山ほどあるんですけれども、ちょっと
みんなで頑張ってね間に合わせたいと思いますけれども。
So, Mr. Miyamoto, I think he just announced the release date for the Pokemon Go Plus device, and obviously that means we've got to have the application out there ahead of time. So we're going to have to work hard to get it ready for everyone. Obviously that means we've got to have the application out there ahead of time. So we're going to have to work hard. Obviously that means we've got to have the application out there ahead of time. So we're going to have to work hard to get it ready for everyone.